excited to kick off the 2026 basket season here at Garden Crossings. Hi, I'm Heidi, and today we got a shipment in from 4-Star Greenhouses, which is the home of the Proven Winner Annuals, located in Carlton, Michigan. The beautiful, colorful semi pulled in, and that's just is such an awesome feeling when we see that, especially on these snowy, gloomy days here that we're having in Michigan. So we had over 20,000 plugs dropped off this morning, and these are for our hanging baskets, as mentioned, and also our containers. We'll have a few that are left over, and we'll get those planted up into our 4.5 inch or in our 1 quart containers as well, and they'll just kind of get a bigger head start opposed to some other varieties. We're going to take a look at a few of the plugs here in just a minute, because I think it's always fun to look at them when they're in their baby stage. But I want to also point out to you, so with our hanging baskets, we are growing 12 and 10 inch hanging baskets this year, along with 10, 12, and 15-inch annual planters as well. So the size that we're going to be talking about in today's video, these are all for sale in our retail garden center, which is located in Zeeland, Michigan. We don't ship any of these bigger planters across the United States. But what we do is, if you're looking to create a hanging basket or a planter, we sell the 4.5 inch and the 1 quart size annuals, where you can plant them up and create your very own colorful combinations right at home. We do this year have something special, and we've done this for the past few years. We call it our 3-in-1 annual combinations. So these come in a 1 quart size container, as well as in a 1 gallon size container. And what they are is, we take 3 plugs, 3 plants that are compatible with each other, and plant them all together. That way, if you were to order them online, you can take this 1 pot and plant it into your basket or into your containers, and have plants that are already mixing and mingling in. So it's just a nice way to kind of buy a pre-bought combination, even though it's more of a let's get started size than as a fully grown out planter. So it's fun to watch it grow into your pot as well. So let's go ahead and take a closer look here at these 20,000 plugs. Some of them have flowers on them, and I always think it's so much fun this time of year to see these little snippets of color, especially when it is just pretty much white and gray outside. Garden Crossings is located in Zeeland, Michigan. We're a Zone 6A, and we're a grower retailer, so we grow all of our own plants, and we ship them out across the United States to homeowners like yourself, or they get sold here in our retail garden center. So let's go ahead and take a look at what these beautiful little babies look like that just got shipped in. So there's actually a lot of steps that go into planting hanging baskets. First off, we have to put our recipes together. We do that in the fall when we start to order our plants. And then when they come in, we have to go through and divide all of the plugs based off of the recipe that we're planting up. We grab the tags, which the tags come in here all nicely organized. We have to find the appropriate hangers that have the combination name on them. And then the girls go over here and they are poking all of the plugs out of the trays. So when they're doing that, it just makes it easier for the next group of gals who are going to be planting. So they're double checking the labels on the trays to make sure it's the correct plant. And then they're pulling out how many are needed. So let's say they're planting 30 baskets and they're putting 2 of the Super Bells plum, in this case, in a basket. She'll pull out 60 plugs and put them in that Proven Winner pot there. Then what she does is she'll put the tags in the pot as well. That way they know that, you know, the Super Bells plum is in that pot. So they'll have 3 different plants, 3 different varieties that go in each combination. And so she wants to make sure that as she's putting them in the buckets, that the right tag does go with the right varieties. So you can see now she's unwrapping them, and she's going to go ahead and count out how many tags she needs and stick them in that container. Once she has the plants all divided out and counted out, then they get brought over to the team of girls who are planting the baskets up. So over here, let's take a look at what they got going here. So this one is the hot summer night combination. They have the plants all plugged in there. So it looks like this is going to be 3 geraniums in the center, and Super Bells yellow. And then it looks like maybe, what do you got there? Another Super Bells. Super Bells Evening Star. So this will be a yellow, purple, and a red geranium. So that is that combination. So now when we do the geraniums, we do more geraniums than we do the Super Bells or Super Tunias. Just because the Super Bell and Super Tunia, they'll fill out so nicely and trail over. And we want to make sure that the geraniums give an appropriate amount of color to the amount of color that the Super Bells and Super Tunia are giving in the baskets. Let's head on over here and see what Janice is planting up. So it looks like they're starting with some of the geranium combinations because these also have geraniums in them. So this looks like it's going to be a simpler basket. There is the Solera Dark Red. This is the second year actually we've grown the Solera series, and we absolutely loved them last year. So we're doing it again. So there's 3 geraniums in the center, and then it looks like they've got 2 of the wire vine, 1 on either side, and that's just going to fill out this basket. I know last year we did 3 of the wire vine, and it was just too much. So we scaled back a little bit this year, and hopefully that'll be the appropriate amount of foliage to trail over with those geraniums. So these have not been watered yet. So as you can see, the soil does look very dry. It is. And we want it to be dry when they're planting because it makes it a little easier for them to push these plugs in. So the growers will come back later on this afternoon once the girls are all done with their planting, and they'll go through and get these all watered in. So to start off with, they just do a nice light water, and then in the next couple days they'll go in and saturate them even more. But we want to just do a nice light water initially as the plants are getting settled in. So here's another combination. This is going to be a fun one. Again, it's got that big leaf vine in it, which we just love to use here at Garden Crossings. And this is actually going to be some Sun Patience. So the Sun Patience Compact Red Candy. So in this situation, when we're planting this type of a container up, we put the vine in the center because it's going to find its way around and out to all sides of the pot. And then with the 4 Sun Patience in there, that's just going to really give this basket a nice canopy. Here's another example, and this is a little bit more typical of what most of the hanging baskets look like. This is the Windsor Castle combination, and this has in it the Campfire Red Ember. So that's a new variety for 2026, so we're excited to give that a try. With a Super Tunia Latte, and then the Super Bells Dreamsicle. So it's going to be orange, reddish orange, and white. So that will be kind of a different combination. So how they planted this one up is they put the Bidens on either side, and then they did a crisscross with the Super Tunias, and then another crisscross with the Super Bells. So this way they're planted across from each other, and when they all fill out and mingle, it'll just look like one big ball of very well laid out color. It's not like you're going to have one color heavy on one side and another color heavy on the other. So that is going to be gorgeous. And what I'll do is, as these plants put on some growth and start putting on a little bit of color, I'll be sure to update you with their progress as well. It's always fun to see in probably about 2 weeks or so just how much growth these plants will have put on in that short period of time. So here Jen has her pots here with the plants in them. So here you can see this is the Double Delight Blush Rose, and then there's some of the Silver Falls in there, some of the Big Leaf Vine, probably some more begonias. Yep, apricot. So she's got these all set and laid out, and when she goes to plant, she knows what's in each pot and how many of each she needs. So it's just really well laid out and organized here, and it's fun to see this time of year. It's just, there's so much excitement because with the annuals, that's where we start to see just a little poke of color, even though that color is getting trimmed off. So here's an example when I told you that we trim these flats. So they just take their scissors, and basically what Dawn's doing is she's trimming off any flowers and really as many buds as she can get without going too low on the plants. She's cutting probably about half of the foliage off from what there was originally. And by doing that, what that's going to do is that's going to tell that plant, you need to grow. It's going to put the energy down into the roots. The roots will get established, and then it starts putting its energy into the top of the plant. So almost every annual that comes in does go through a slight haircut before it gets planted out into the containers. Now, some exceptions, there's always exceptions to the rule, right? Some exceptions might be begonias. We probably don't trim them off too much. They may take some of the large leaves off if there's, some really significant large leaves, but not a lot of trimming happens on the begonias. Here's another example of a begonia it's just really nice and flat. Grasses never get trimmed because they never really recover from that trimming very well. So those are just the few varieties that are exceptions to the general rule. So here's Jen laying out the plugs on the pots. So this one is the big leaf vine that we saw sitting on the shopping cart earlier. So that went in the center. She's got the 2 begonias. She's going to grab 2 different begonias to go on either side. And then she's also going to put some of that Dichondra Silver Falls in. So the girls were just telling me this actually has been our most popular hanging basket over the last 3 or 4 years. So we bumped up numbers on it this year, just because when something's good, you want to make sure you have enough and you don't want to sell out too early. This is such an exciting time of year. The garden center, when you walk out here, the temperatures have been turned up to keep these annuals nice and toasty warm. You come in the greenhouse and it feels like spring. Even though right now there's probably at least 2.5 foot of snow outside, the greenhouse is a wonderful place to be. So we'll be sure to keep you updated on the progress of these hanging baskets and let you know how they're doing, how they're filling out. And it's always exciting when they start putting on their color in maybe a month or so to just show you some of the combinations that we put together and what they look like. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And if you're new to our channel, I welcome you to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Heidi from Garden Crossings.